All right, y'all. What's up, y'all? I'm the Rappers Union founder, rapper Blondie Pink, Michelle Hope Walker. All right, y'all. I had to get on here to talk about this when I found out more details about the rap artist who was just killed, Quan Homie. The point for me was that, me being over the Rappers Union is that I talked about this type stuff. And rest in peace. Homie, I guess I've seen a lot of people calling him homie. Because it's just sad. And then you can go to, is it Tough TV News? He's real good, but where he talked about this. Well, somehow it's laid out. When I talked about Stop the Violence, I did a post earlier today. And, today now is September 7th, 2024. So it was yesterday, September 6th, 2024. I posted it. Is Stop the Violence among rappers and focus more on making sure all the rappers, especially these rappers that are assigned to these big corporate billion-dollar music labels, to make sure they get the fair share of the wealth. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, because I understand the corporation like whooping all this money. Okay, you get your share, but make sure that the rappers are getting their share of the wealth. Because a lot of times these rappers are getting pennies, which then sometimes cause these rappers to turn tricks and do different things to make up for the money. But like I said too, that I feel like if these big corporate billion-dollar corporations sign a rapper that's talking about all this money and this and that, then that should be part of his budget. They should then be funding his lifestyle, because his lifestyle is part of his art that helps him to sell. Because what happens sometimes is the artists feel like, okay, well, this is what people expect out of me. They expect me to be dressed like this and look like this, so I have to keep up this image. Meantime, a lot of times the billion-dollar record labels, music labels, are not paying the artists enough to keep up with this lifestyle. Now, they're making a lot of money off the artists, but they're not sharing. And let me say rappers, because I'm really focused on rappers. There's not always a union that's focused directly on rappers. And shout out to our Hip Hop Alliance and all the other groups out there. But I really felt like one needed to be specifically for the rappers. Reason being is because sometimes, rappers, they have to negotiate their contract very different, even more so, make sure they get a lot of money up front and make sure they get a lot of good points. Because unlike maybe songs that you sing and R&B and stuff that maybe another person, once you write a song, somebody else can sing your song over and over again, a lot of times rappers don't get a chance to license their song, at least to another singer, and another singer's not going to come up. Now, don't get me wrong, these days we are seeing different things. Nelly does real good in that, where people will take one of Nelly rap songs and turn it into a country song, you know what I'm saying? So, and there's other rappers that have had their songs turned into maybe a R&B song or a country song, so shouts out to you on that. But that is not always for a lot of the rappers. So the rappers really got to make sure they get a good big cushion budget, which we're talking about the corporate billion-dollar music labels. That's what Rappers Union is about, is helping and speaking out about that. Rappers, there's nothing wrong with if rappers want to be signed to the big music corporate labels. Maybe they just want to perform and they want the other people to handle their business. But at least know the business. Know how much you should be getting. At least have knowledge, though, of the business, and have a good attorney that's on your side. You really want to try to avoid having an attorney that is also the attorney with your big $1 million record label who's making all this money off you. Because you want to make sure your lawyer is for you, and he or she is making sure that you're getting your fair share of the wealth. And that's why you would need your own attorney and not the corporate record label's attorney. Excuse me. So that's on that one. So back to you all, I'm sure I've seen many videos, and I'm your girl rapper, singer Blondie Pink, and also the founder of Rappers Union, which last year around this time is when I started Rappers Union. Pretty much it was last year was like the year of the strike, where everybody was striking, the actors were striking, just everybody was striking. And it made me to think, as I was listening to things they striking about, I'm like, but wait a minute. And we were celebrating 50 years of rap and hip hop. I'm like, but where the money at? Where is the money? You know, not that I'm money down, because art is art, and we're gonna do our art. Whether if it's in us, it's in us. We're gonna do our art, whether somebody's paying us a lot of money or not, or whether we're making a lot of money off it, because it's part of us. This is what God called us to do. And music blesses people. Music helps to keep people healthy. People are dancing off of it, which is then making them healthy, exercising. Music is, I mean, I'm telling you, music is a lifesaver. So please know the value, know your worth, okay? Rappers, know your worth. And so I did marches out in Hollywood right there, wanted everybody to, come right out there and march and stand up against, these corporate billion-dollar music labels who are not sharing the wealth with the rappers who are making them the billion dollars. So that's where I'm coming from. Now also, as we look online and social media, and I believe this to be true, then also you got to watch it, because there's a lot of people in the rap game. See, the rap game is different. There's a lot of people in the rap game that set folks up. I've heard of I don't even get in the name of government agencies or different folks that might be in this, but different folks in there that's not always meaning well for the artist. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of good people. There's a lot of good people that work at the labels. They want to see you get the best. They want to get their share, and they want to help make sure you get the most you can. Like Megan Thee Stallion from she's one of the last ones I heard that got a real good fair contract, way better than some of the other past contracts. And then also at the same time, this in my mind is my God, why I can't think of his name right now. Oh God, he does the health food, and I'm always following. I can't think of his the lock, I can't even think of group name, but anyway, on how he talked about when it came time to sign a contract, looking for a good contract wasn't even a option, because all the contracts are bad. So when you're starving, you just gonna pick a well, not you, but maybe you wouldn't, but you sign. If you don't have a dime in your pocket and you can get at least some money, that's how it was back then. You just, and sometimes still is for some, but it really wasn't an option. He was saying all the contracts, no matter what record label it was, were bad. And we're talking about more of the corporate billion-dollar ones. They were taking advantage of the rappers. And then there's a race piece, because a lot of times the rappers tend to be black. So then now if you look even into the history of black musicians, period, no matter what genre that they're in, you will learn the history and unfairness a lot of times of this, which is actually in some genres of music is interesting, because we started that genre. It's how you be racist towards us, and we started the music, but it happens. So you got to watch it, that things are not being set up for rappers to fall, set up to get you convicted, indicted, or just unalived. You have to watch these things, and you gotta know, especially when you signed to a $1 million label. They watching, everybody's watching. You don't know who is what and what is what. So you want to just really strive to stay clean as possible in everything that you do. And I'm not saying somebody has done something wrong, because again, I'm out here in Hollywood. People will make up stuff about people, and you'll be like, no, this person was right here with me, so I know what this media is saying is not true. And you just be amazed. You be like, how can, and then get everybody, they got the money to pay everybody to believe what they're putting out there, so you just really have to strive then to live. I mean, none of us are perfect, no one's perfect, but you got to know them eyes are on you, so sometimes people, may have done some stuff and got caught up in some stuff. Sometimes I'm just like, no, they was watching you. No, and then you got to watch it, because sometimes you'll get set up where they'll send people to be doing different things around you to try to get you to do it. And that's when you got to be strong and be like, no, I'm good. If I'm ever around somebody and I'm your girl, rapper, singer, Blondie Pink, comedian, actress, civil rights leader, Michelle Hope Walker, if I'm around somebody trying to get me to do something wrong or something suspect or illegal, whatever, I'm like, no, I'm good. Then you won't see me around that person too much more, because I'm like, no, you ain't get me caught up on no mess. I'm not doing that. Because even when you don't do anything, somehow they still found a way to drag your name through the mud with them if something happens to them in the midst of them doing the wrong. No. The Bible says, Start quoting the scriptures. Y'all know I'm a comedian. The Bible says, in the name of Jesus, stay away from evil. Flee evil. I flee. I get away. But anyway, so basically what Tough News TV and a lot of other people are talking about is, not really trying to always get into the specific names, but on, so you got a rapper, two rappers that were together at one time, and I don't talk about, intimately, I'm talking about working together at one time. Something happens. The other one is accused, allegedly, and in court, it wasn't even allegedly, somebody just said it, but I guess maybe in court they still say allegedly, I don't know, that rapper, powwowing another rapper's family's business. Okay. And then it's verified again in court. So, or allegedly. And then here's the piece that maybe y'all knew I did. I haven't been keeping up with everything in the sense of that. But, when it get large enough to my ears, it hit my ears, and there's something relating to rappers, especially a rapper being unalive. It's like, why? I mean, don't get me wrong. I know we got to watch what he said like that, but that was just quick and it just seemed, something just didn't seem. It was like, what? You're young? Like, what? But anyway, y'all know they got all kind of stuff these days to unalive folks. So you got to be careful. Don't be drinking nothing off nobody. You got to watch the one that's sad. Sometimes you got to watch the ones you close, you just in, because anyway, y'all just read through all that, some stuff you just and y'all figure it out. But anyway, so then they said this rapper was about to be going to court, and not on the same side, not testifying on the same side as this other rapper who allegedly powwowed the rapper's family member's business. And this is the rapper who was about to testify against this rapper. So all of a sudden, this rapper is no longer with us. It does sound suspicious, don't it? But see, y'all, that's why I say you got to watch it. You got to watch this game. I'm telling you. It just, and my thing is come on now. I mean, you're being used. You're being used. You're really being, there's some people way up at the top in their mansion, on their boat or island or wherever they at, just laughing. They don't care sometimes. They don't, I won't say sometimes. They don't, when they get to that level, when they doing planting stuff and creating stuff and unaliving folks, they don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no way, I care about everybody. I love everybody. There's no way in the world I could unalive somebody. That's, no. That's somebody trying to hurt me, I'm still going to try to unalive them. I'm trying to at least get them off me, and then press charges or something, you know what I'm saying? But, so it's just like, they just be sitting in their $1 billion islands and houses and it doesn't even faze them. But who is it hurting? It's hurting us and it's hurting the community. And when something like this happens, it hurts all of us. It hurts all of us, especially the black community. This hurts. This is a young man. He had his girlfriend. I'm guessing it was his kids. I don't know a lot about the young man, the rapper. But I'm sure out here in Hollywood, I be seeing everybody when I do the award shows and events. I'm sure I've probably been around them. I looked through some of my pictures or videos. Probably got some videos of some of them. But, they just seem like a good family. It's like he was a good person. With even his family members already have business and stuff. It's just, we don't like to see this black on black violence. We don't like to see, allegedly. We don't, and even as some are like, okay, well, no, he said, because people don't, well, no, he has said before that he was abusing this or that or whatever. And I don't know, y'all. I don't know, because I'm telling you, y'all know I do cotton, but I've heard another comedian talk about too. But, they always acting like the people that use drugs die quick. No, sometimes they be the strongest ones still walking up and down the street in the neighborhood. But you want to buy this, you want to buy. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't know a lot about drugs. I don't do drugs. So that might be the behavior of a different type of drug user, but I don't know. But sometimes to me, they some strong folks. They live through everything. When other people, unalive and falling off, they still strong, walking up and down the street, trying to sell you something so they can go get their, But anyway, So I don't know, but we pray, and my condolences to the family and from Rappers Union. These are just issues you all that I already talk about. So, we most definitely mourn, when someone is unalive, but then also it's a discussion moving forward so we can continue to help try to save lives, and it even seems like he was trying to save his own life. It even seemed like maybe he's seen some stuff, which I pray for all of you rappers that have seen some stuff. Now, and the reason I say rap, because this is Rappers Union, so it's more focused on rappers. And so I stick to the cause, you know what I'm saying? Rappers. Because there's not a lot of unions, people specifically for rappers. But there's a lot of rappers that have seen a lot. They have seen a lot trying to sign with these big billion-dollar corporations. And don't get me wrong, sometimes when people hear me talk about it, they think I'm saying that all of them are bad. I'm not saying all of them are bad. And a building is not bad. It's the people sometimes up in the system. And sometimes they're not even doing a particular thing wrong, but they're allowing injustice to flow throughout their building, throughout their company. They're allowing it. They're turning their head on it. They're seeing it. They're seeing these essays and these R's, and they're just turning their back on it. You know what I'm saying? And it's not right. Rappers Union is about fair contracts. Rappers Union is about good working conditions, meaning you should not have to sleep with anybody to get a good contract or get your contract renewed to be a better contract or to get more money out of your contract. Sleeping with nobody is a part of none of the business. You know what I'm saying? Now, if y'all, that's something y'all want to do because you like to, that's on y'all. But I'm just saying it shouldn't be a prerequisite. Going back to my college days, prerequisite. When you take a course, sometimes you got to have taken certain other courses before. You take that course. So before you sign the contract, sleeping with somebody, being S8 or R should not be a part of you being able to sign, for rappers to be able to sign a contract. You know what I'm saying? A good contract. You know what I'm saying? So that's wrong. It's wrong. In any job, really. But right now we're talking about rappers. So, I'm just jumping on here, stop the violence. And let's all get together, because we're missing out on the bigger piece. Even Suge Knight has been talking about, Suge Knight been doing this for years. That's why they keep coming down on him. Because they know he knows what he's talking about. But if they can try to, demise his character or whatever so that people won't listen to him. You know what I'm saying? There's been many. I've heard Bow Wow talk about a union. I've heard Bow Wow talk about having a union like an NBA union. So there's a lot of us out here that's talking about that. Well, I started mine, Rappers Union. Well, it's not mine. It's for all of us, for the rapper. And there's a lot of people, as I did a lot of research, there's attorneys out there that's already in court fighting for stuff. Even our great attorney, Ben Crump, has been helping people to get their masters back. George Clinton, and then there's some other lawyers that had helped George Clinton. Can you imagine doing a popular song and then they take your masters and won't give it back to you? So you hearing your song all the time and you're not able to make the money off of it? In the name of Jesus, as we say in church, the devil is a lie. So my thing is, and that's Christian terms, if you don't understand, get saved, ask Jesus Christ to come into your heart. It's Romans 10:9 or Romans 9:10. But anyway, just Jesus, I love you. In the name of Jesus, I just want to have a relationship with you. Don't mean you're going to be perfect. No, I don't know where you be. I don't know what no perfect. No, it's about though that God is walking with you and guiding you and so forth. You know what I'm saying? So Rappers Union. We got to come together. We got to come. Now, shouts out to the Hip Hop Alliance. I know I had my hip hop strike last year when I started the Rappers Union, because I wanted everybody to be there, not just the rappers, but everybody. So I started out with just the whole hip hop strike period, no matter what you did, rode bikes, skated, whatever, it was the dances or whatever. Honestly, didn't get a lot of support. Interesting. Didn't get a lot of support. But it doesn't stop me because I still know what's right. And I still know, when you feel led to do something, you feel led to do something. I know that I am that voice to speak out on that. I went to college. I've studied law in this music business. Shouts out to Ludacris, who's my classmate at Georgia State University. We learned about the laws, being taught by TLC attorneys that let us know what to do, what not to do, and had learned being taught by many other attorney, Kendall, who now has passed, who's Kirk Franklin's attorney, and just other professors, the music business, business classes. And then I went on to take more law classes, because my thing is when I start finding out, you mean we seeing these people's pictures everywhere and people are making money off of them, but the person who actually created the music and is out there performing the music isn't making money? You mean they gotta file for bankruptcy, but yet their music is out there making everybody happy, making everybody alive, and people are making money. The corporate music record labels are making just billions and millions of dollars off of them, and the rappers just as poor as could be. They give them a card a little bit because they know they got to keep them halfway dressed when they go on stage because they got to sell them. You can't, it's hard to sell an artist and you ain't got them dressed and you ain't got them, you know what I'm saying? So they throw you some bounds. But I want to see rappers have money to be able to take care of their families. I want to see us women and men who are assigned to the corporate music, who got all the money. See, that's what I'm focused on because they got the money. All we trying to, encourage them to do is share the wealth. What they were striking all about last year, and even there was some strikes this year, share the wealth. Share the wealth. No one is saying that you can't make some money off of the rappers, but make sure you're giving the rappers their fair share as well, because you wouldn't be able to make no money if that rapper didn't make that song. And when we all come together as rappers, and not try to hurt each other and outdo each other. I just have to say, I thank God. I've never been too much of a show me type person. I just love my life. I do things I like to do. I love doing my music to help encourage people, and I like to dance, and so I like a good beat. Hey, Blondie Pink gon' be Blondie Pink. Hey, no matter what you think about me. Hey, Blondie Pink gon' be Blondie Pink. Hey, no matter what you think about me. Hey, I love me. I love me. I love me. Blondie Pink, hey! So like that song's to encourage people, love you. So, but yeah, it's a beat we can dance to. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying Blondie Pink, but then there's a version in there where I say, well, I'm having them say that they love themselves. You know what I'm saying? So, encouraging me. And I'm not saying my music is bad, I'm just saying that's how So, and isn't that wrong with the people that want to be a show me person? That's fine. Do it. And like I said, get it in your contract. Be like, okay, you want to sign me. You see, I'm the type of artist to talk about the cars, the houses, and the clothes. So you have to add that budget for my cars and clothes and houses into this contract, because this is a part of my art. This is how I promote my art. My songs are about having these material things. And that's what I'm also trying to say. The contracts then need to add that, because they don't need to give you no little minimal contract where you ain't getting that much money, but then you still got to keep up your artist image. No, that should be a part of your contract. Hopefully it already is. But to me, sometimes that's where it starts getting those gray areas, and artists start getting, and rappers start getting out there doing some stuff, trying to keep up that image. And then some things happen, and now the rapper is not with us, or the rapper is in jail or whatever. And I'm not even saying they did anything wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, you got to watch those setups. You got to watch those setups too, because you got different people in the $1 billion corporate music labels that if they want you to do something like this or that and you choose not to do it, man, will your life sometime get rearranged. And you be like, what, all this? Because I wanted to do my own creative art the way I want to do my creative art. And because I won't do things the way you want me to do, now you're going to rearrange my life in a negative way until I do what you want. I'm just saying these are examples. But like I said, I'm independent. I'm independent. You know what I'm saying? But I signed up for a contest now. Orbit, shout out to Orbit. I want to win a chance to do a master's session with Scott Storch, who has worked with everybody. And then Steve Labo, he's one of the judges up in there, So I just enjoy and I have fun doing my thing, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully feeding the people. That's my word, feeding the people. Because I know how powerful music is. Like I said, rappers, your music is powerful. Your music, I see these kids, when y'all be putting up, it's powerful. Help them to hold their head up and go to school and deal with whatever they need to deal with because they've heard their rappers say something and they rap about, I hold my head up, do what I gotta do to don't let nobody, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever your lyrics be talking about. All right, y'all, I'm gonna wrap this up because I like to keep it under 30 minutes. So, again, let's stop the violence among rappers and let's come together. And we pray for that situation on, again, this is all allegedly. You can watch Tough News TV. I can't say I do like Tough, and that's on YouTube, Tough News TV. I think I'm saying it right. Because he reminds me of how we used, how you do your college papers. You know what I'm saying? Well, you need high school college papers where you got to provide the evidence, So he might say something and then he'll have on there different speakers of saying this and that or evidence to back up, In college, when we did our term papers, you got to have the bibliography page, that then line up where'd you get this information from, And so it's interesting. It's interesting. I like Tisa too, but I don't know if Tisa is talking about this subject. It was a Tisa Tales. Shout out to Tisa Tales. But all right, y'all. Well, I'm your girl, rapper Blondie Pink, and I'm the founder of Rappers Union. And again, rest in peace to Quan Homie. And let me get it right. It's Rich Quan Homie. I think I said it right, or Rich, but y'all know what I mean. My love and my heart is in the right place. It's almost like, let's say how you're saying Kamala. I'm trying to say that name right, but I said, you know what? I think as long as we vote for Kamala, she don't care how you say her name. You just want her to vote. She just wants you to vote for her. So just make sure you vote. Don't get too caught up on if you got the name right. Just vote for Kamala. Kamala. The kids on the TV, her niece said you say the word comma and then you go la, and so Kamala. All right, anyway. So let's all come together, everybody. And again, I'm praying for the family of I've heard some people just call him homie. Looked like a good young man that really was trying to, sort out stuff and do the things he needs to do, And we got a lot of our brothers is out there doing, uplift our brothers, y'all. Uplift our brothers, uplift our rappers. I feel like I need to do a commercial. How they had the animals on there. Please save this. But please save a rapper. Please uplift a rapper. Be right there for that rapper and that rapper's family. Because that rapper is blessing us with that great music. So we want to continue to uplift that rapper and keep that rapper safe. And that's a man, a woman, or whatever gender they decide they are, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Let's lift up rappers. All right, y'all. So I'm your girl, rapper, singer, Blondie. Hey, y'all can lift me. Go vote for me. Go to orbit.com. Got to make sure you always got to plug your own self now. You got to love yourself, and then you can help you love others. Actually, love God first. Love yourself. And then that helps you love us because God helps us to love ourselves and everybody. But anyway, go to orbit.com. That's O-R-B with 3 I's and then a T.com. In the search box, put in Michelle Hope Walker. Yes, my rap name is Blondie Pink, but I seen that when I even went in the search box, I couldn't find Blondie Pink, so I was like, okay. Because in the application and submitting to it, we had to put our real name in there. So put in Michelle with 2 L's and then Hope, H-O-P-E, and then Walker in the search box on orbit.com when you go get up on the website. And then my picture and everything, but vote for me, vote. There are free votes too. I know when I look under some, I guess you can pay to vote, but then I keep seeing a free button, so you can vote. But you can, hey, I'm worth it. You worth it? Yes, I'm worth it. Hey, don't get me doing my songs on here. All right, shouts out to your Rappers Union. You all Rappers Union. That's what it's about. Stop the violence, Rappers Union. Shout out to Hip Hop Alliance that just had a Stop the Violence march. I know at first I was just sort of like, no, we need to get our money march. Get our money from these corporate $1 billion record labels who are making all this money off rappers and paying rappers pennies. But shouts out to you, Curtis Blow, and everybody, because maybe you all, I know Curtis, a praying brother and a minister, so maybe you all seen, let's also curb this violence, and then that's also gonna help us to help them to get the money. Okay. Anyway, y'all. So I'm your girl, rapper Blondie Pink, and this is Rappers Union. God bless you all. Stay following me as we discuss these, and please get good contracts. Get you a good lawyer. All right, y'all. God bless. Oh, and today is September 7th, 2024.